Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations. In this episode, we're going to be going over the subsystems that are available that are used through the attributes. As you can see here, there are quite a few subsystems. Each of them do something differently. Do something different because I believe in keeping this stuff separate, easier to debug, easier to keep clean, and it helps you know exactly where the information is coming from and where to pull the information from. Um, so this gas event subsystem is for more than just attributes, but started with just the attributes. Um, as you can see, there's a whole bunch to read there that helps you better understand it. I'm going to need to rewrite it a little bit because it does more for leveling and classes now. But essentially, there's a lot there. Obviously, if we pull out of here, we're going to have plenty of things that are only um, for this subsystem. So class events, you know, you can assign and bind and unbind. We're not going to touch much on classes right now anyways, but events for attributes, there's a lot here. And then you'll have the rest of these are for leveling. So I'm going to ignore those ones as well. But as you can see, there is a lot here that you can do already. This overflow, again, we talked about it briefly in my announcement video, is for allowing to use overflow. So, say you have an ability that does 100 damage to the target. They only have 50 health left. Now there's 50 damage left, but you want this ability to then use the leftover damage to damage either a nearby enemy or a group of nearby enemies. This subsystem allows for that. You just have to make sure that you have something set up for it. And this gives you a very quick step understanding of what to do to make it happen properly. Um, Obviously, you can open it up in the C++ as well, because as you can see, it does cut off at the bottom of my screen here. So there is just some information that's impossible to get. Um, if we come in here, the overflow works with the project settings here, where we see overflow events. Um, I don't have them set, which means the system doesn't attempt to do anything with it. It just ends right then and there. You would need to create your overflow events. As you can see, it requires them to be events. And then whether it's sent to the source, so the one that did the damage or the healing, or the target, so the one who was damaged or healed. That way you can determine how it gets utilized. Um, and so that is those two. We can go ahead and remove those. The next one being the attribute mod subsystem. There isn't a terrible amount that you would need to do because um, this subsystem works in tandem with the attribute initializer. But you know, it doesn't hurt to open this bad boy up, and you can come down here to WC gas attribute modification, and you have a few functions right here for you to use. It's plain and simple what it is. And again, for regeneration subsystem, again, you just come on down to WC gas. You have the regeneration stuff, which you can see there's quite a bit. You can also debug, and then degeneration as well. And then finally, this registry, we come out through here. This is another subsystem that works in tandem with the attribute initializer. This one has a lot for you. So get all attribute tags. You can get attribute by a tag, by a category, get gameplay attributes. So there's quite a bit that you can go ahead and do to get a hold of the attribute that you want. So I do encourage you to play with it. The last thing that we will go ahead and touch on, if I just right click, I scroll all the way back down here to the bottom, you'll see I need to clean this up. I shouldn't have three of them here. If we come down here to WC space gas space ally, you'll see that we have quite a bit here. So I created a bunch of libraries that allow you to utilize the subsystem and the information within it to your advantage. So I encourage you to make sure that you go ahead and utilize that. What's in this one? This one is debug stuff. And in this one, execution calculation stuff. All right. So by the time this is released, all three of these will be in one and it'll be better organized. We'll go over executions in a later episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you dive deep and learn what functions are there. That way you can harness the system and utilize it to its fullest potential so that you can make your game exactly how you want.